This is In the Dirt with ASOTU.
Well, we're here at NAMAD. I'm hanging out with my new friend, Pamela. Pamela with GM. You are a dealer network manager?
Dealer network manager.
Which really is like a really small title for what you're actually doing for the organization and for the industry. So I'd like to hear, like, what does that expand to? What does that give you access to? And what does the title have to do with your desire for the industry and the brand?
Kyle, blue-eyed Kyle.
I appreciate that.
This is how I tell Kyle and Paul apart. You have the blue eyes. He has the brown eyes.
That's fair.
Somebody at the table asked me if you all were twins, and I was like, no, look at Kyle's eyes.
That's really you're the first person actually to in this scenario actually bring that up. So yeah. I appreciate that because from now on I'm gonna be like, I'm the blue-eyed one.
You have to know how to recognize people for sure. That's perfect. So back to business. As a network manager, it's really important. I feel really special being a part of the network team because there's not many of us in the organization. Okay. But what we do is build a GM portfolio. I specifically work on the Cadillac team, and if we're looking at particular markets throughout the Northeast region, which I work in, we're building those markets with profitable Cadillac stores.
Gotcha. Okay,
yeah. Most importantly, putting minorities in those stores.
Gotcha. So that was a perfect business answer. I really appreciate that. What I really want to know is, how does that serve your passions for our industry?
Oh, God, the passion comes with the minority development.
Okay.
The passion comes with people that look like me, talk like me, love me as I love myself, people that I can make their dreams come true who want to be franchise owners. So I like to say, when I get up and I want to sing in the shower, I get to deal with minorities every single day, coach them, mentor them to make them better as dealer principals.
And how do you see that, like, your role in, one company and a bunch of companies out there doing tons of different things, and you're networking with, the OEM and the franchise, and you're working within, but how do you see that serving broader culture and serving, like, the customers and the communities in which these people are placed?
Oh, listen, it's one thing we think about when we think about minority development, and it's the reason why we exist as well, is because our communities are diverse. So if we have diversity, whether it's from particular ethnic groups or women in general, the individuals in the community that look like those individuals that now own the dealerships come and shop at those dealerships and work at those dealerships. So it enriches the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Now, has auto been a thing for you for a long time, or is this a relatively new thing in your world, or where have you been in the
So I've been in the automotive space almost 20 years. Wow. I've been with GM for 17. But before that, I've done a lot of different things. Okay. I was a school teacher, which is my passion.
Oh, bless you.
Teaching and coaching and mentoring is my passion in life.
So you were a school teacher. What ages?
I taught high school. I taught an elective.
So you're like still doing the same thing, basically.
Yeah, basically. Well, listen, I think it's really important to understand your passion, learn what that is, and put that into your work on a daily basis. That's what makes me sing in the shower.
Yeah.
But way before that, I was a model. I modeled in Paris and did a little modeling in New York and in the Atlanta market as well. And so I did that for probably 18 years of my life.
So model turned teacher turned OEM representative.
Model turned teacher. I've been in the engineering field as well. Wow. And I taught engineering, mechanical and architectural design. So I've been in the engineering field as well.
So, like, because I think that these unique experiences for people that, however long you've been in auto, if it's been 20 years, great. There's been people who've been in auto 3 years. The unique experiences that we have outside of auto, especially people that have had careers outside of it, really, like, the insights that you can draw from being in other ecosystems are so valuable. How do you hold on to that, and how do you draw some of that forward into what you're doing literally today, not just over the last 20 years?
Well, it's interesting that you say that, even when I talk to my counterparts. So I have counterparts that's been with General Motors for 40 years, and this is all they've done.
Yeah.
But I can pull from different spaces, whether it's talking to somebody about fashion in the automotive industry, because believe it or not.
Look, I've been around here. And there's some shoes and some pants and shirts and dresses that
For sure.
like people throw down.
For sure. It's so people just assume when they see me, oh, you've had to model. They don't realize it. They don't know my story, but I have, so I can talk about fashion.
Yeah.
When it comes to teaching, I can talk about teaching and mentoring and coaching, something I do on a daily basis, and teaching others how to coach as well. And being on the retail side of the business as well. Some individuals I work with have never been on the retail side, so I can speak from that perspective as well. So I like to say that I can speak to all areas and engineering, right? Opposed to
and that's a big deal
working in a space for 40
now,
years only.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
So
well,
it's a benefit for me.
Hey, look, thanks for taking some time with us and for calling out the blue eyes.
Of course, Kyle.
It's wonderful. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and I hope that we just stay connected.
We
and I'm
will.
glad you're connected to the ASOTU community.
We will. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thanks for watching this episode of In the Dirt with ASOTU. If you're new to our channel, make sure and mash that like and subscribe button. Also, check out some of these links for our other great podcasts and content.